All right, Motorheads, it's time for an education. We're going to talk catalytic converters. Now, you may learn something, and this might save you money, and it could save you a whole lot of heartache. Now, Reg is here with PIN2VIN. Let's get to the basics here. Let's talk about catalytic converters. What are they? What do they do?
Catalytic converter is a pollution control device that's on every car that burns fuel. So it's designed to protect the environment, and it's built into your car's exhaust system. So as the exhaust flows through your catalytic converter, what it's going to do is take out the harmful chemicals that are left in the air with the unburned fuel and breaks it down so it's safe.
So how does it do it?
There's a bit of magic inside the catalytic converter. It uses precious metals to go in and actually break that down. These are called catalysts. So these precious metals are rhodium and platinum and gold and platinum. And they're inside this little device right here, and as the air flows through it, that's what breaks it down.
Now, I know those names. Those are some valuable elements there. So how much are we talking when it comes to cost with those elements?
The least expensive of them is around $2,000 an ounce. The most expensive is rhodium, and it has been up to $29,000 an ounce. So even though it's a little bit trace amounts that are inside that catalytic converter, it's enough there for thieves to actually want to steal that and sell it to precious metal people for recycling. And
that's the crux of why you're here. How big of a problem is catalytic converter theft?
It's a really easy thing to steal on a car. They're exposed on most cars. So the biggest theft bust that they've actually done on this was $600 million, $500 million of one crime just based on catalytic converters. It's a huge enterprise of crime. The problem is that's not the big issue. It's the cost of replacing the catalytic converter is a lot more than just those precious metals.
Well, typically, how much would that cost?
Depends on the vehicle. $1,500 is an easy number to do for some vehicles. But you get into a higher end truck, they could have 4 catalytic converters, and they're larger, could be $16,000, $20,000.
Now, these guys that are stealing them aren't taking their time. They're not, unbolting everything. They're just hacking them right out of there. How much damage can that do to the rest of the vehicle then?
Quite a bit of damage because, like you said, they don't undo stuff. So they'll cut off harnesses, and now you have to replace harnesses. They'll break other sensors. That's all part of the repair that has to happen because it won't work unless those wires are reattached and those stolen parts are actually put back on the vehicle.
I know a lot of people say it's not going to happen to me. We have a couple of people in this office, and it's a small company. It's happened to them. So this is a real crime. This is really happening. So how can we prevent that from happening to us?
We looked at that exact situation, and there's lots of good solutions out there. We've developed a do-it-yourself kit called PIN2VIN. It's for catalytic marking. It allows the consumer to have everything they need inside that particular bag to label it, mark it, and register it. And then we take care of the law enforcement side of that registration.
So how does PIN2VIN work?
You buy it off our website. It's everything inside that you need to mark, etch, and register your vehicle to protect it against thieves. Thieves don't want to have a label on something where they can be caught with your stolen property. So if you open it inside, it's got etching fluid and a brush. It's got catalytic converter labels that go on. These labels actually are stencil, so you actually etch that number in. So you have the number burned right into the metal, and we have window stickers. Then you register that product into our database, and we automatically upload that to the law enforcement database every night. So now your vehicle is ever found, these labels can be searched by law enforcement and know the rightful owner of that catalytic converter.
How many different agencies have access?
All law enforcement in Canada and the United States.
All right, so law enforcement everywhere, they're using it. How much do they believe in PIN2VIN?
They purchase our product for their own communities. They have community events where they go in and etch the vehicles using our products. And that's across Canada and the United States. They believe in it a lot.
Now, you've talked about registration. How does that work?
You scan the back of this, scan that QR code on the back of the label. It will preload this number in our data system. You have to tell it your vehicle's VIN and very minimal information. Hit submit, and it's done.
And where else can we put the stickers besides on the catalytic converter?
This kit is for catalytic converters. You're going to be talking about our next product called parts marking. That's the next show.
All right, well, he said it. You're going to see more PIN2VIN on an upcoming episode of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Advanced Rust Protection. In the meantime, this episode continues on. We've got a whole lot more for your vehicle, so please stay tuned. See you in a few.